Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Cat Crypto here. Sorry for the lack of content yesterday. It was just really hot. I think it got up to like 36 degrees again in here. It was just absolutely crazy. And yeah, I've just been dealing with a few things, but I hope you dropped in on a live stream. Congratulations to those people who snagged themselves a Lunar Punk. Now, what I want to speak to you folks about is a few things across the board, but what I first want to get you folks to understand is the efficiency, okay, of our steering group and the professionality of what we're going to be providing. And pretty much moving forward with our Lunc Let It Burn validators node, we now have our own internal governance which will allow our community to vote efficiently and fairly, allowing full community control over both channel and node. As you can see here, we have got ourselves our internal governance, and this is for our steering group to vote and guide the channel and node. Now, what I now want to do is go over to the LUNCPenguin's website. I'm going to go to the dashboard, and this is all going to be changing very soon, all of this, and we're pretty much going to be having an overall dashboard where you click into it and it's going to give you everything that you need. Now, as you can see, we've added 2 new tickers, and these 2 new tickers are really important to you folks, the community, and it's the blocks until the estimated staking date, which is as you can see, the 26th of August. This many blocks left, and we've got the same for new validators. And making sure we provide as much as we can on this website for you folks is everything to our movement, because we could quite easily slap a load of adverts all over this website. With the amount of traffic it gets, we'd be earning loads, but we don't want to be profiting off of the community on a website that's designed to help you folks. And who wants to have this site cluttered up with adverts and see it that as if it's like some sold out thing? And yeah, so we're not here for that. So as to this, we'll be adding in a lot more things. It does take time because we do everything correctly. We make sure we're bringing all the correct feeds and stuff like that. But these 2 tickers here, the blocks until staking and the blocks until new validators, are really important to you folks, because this is the date here when our node will be generated, and that will be the date you'll be able to delegate your coins with us to earn yourselves passive income and help the burn cause. But not only that, you help support a community-led node, and this community-led node is always going to do what the major will of the community is, so to speak, and it's always going to use its voting power for the greater good. Now, there's a 20% cap limit, and I aim to get as close to that 20% as we can, because not only have I created all of the Let It Burn channel and this upcoming node for myself, I've given it to the community in a sense, and giving them total control over it is also, for me, everything, because it just goes to show how community led we are and how involved with the communities that we help we are. And you just don't get these things many other places, and there's not a lot of influencers, and there are some influencers out there that do act like I do and do as I do and things like that. But I didn't start this because of SHIB or something like this months and months and months and months ago. I started these channels just to help people, and it was around 3 months ago now, just over 3 months ago. So I got involved in LUNACLASSIC to help the LUNACLASSIC community and help the movement move forward. Now, I hope you'll all stake with us when the time comes. I don't need to ask, but I have no doubt that you will. But we'd really appreciate it. You will help us burn a lot of LUNACLASSIC coins. You'll get great rewards yourselves. Now, let's go over to the total supply, because we haven't covered this for a while. And I'm going to be doing a video on supplies going out on the Let It Burn channel. So do feel free to head over and look at that. Now, folks, on this website, you can click and drag, okay? It does say this here, but just in case you didn't know. And as you can see, we've got a really nice decrease in the total supply, and I mean, crunching another number off of the 905, putting us down to 904. And this is the way I sort of look at it. not so much looking at the 6905, just looking at the 905 and seeing every time we get one of those numbers off, we're lower. And the more burn initiatives out there, the more people burning, the quicker this is all going to play out. And that 1.2% burn tax is really going to do some serious damage, in my opinion. And the fact that if we get it on chain, the likelihood of this getting it on chain was really high before, but now we know Vegas has pretty much got his foot in the door, so to speak, with the correct people in Binance, and he's in talks with them. It's likely we're going to see the 1.2% tax play out on Binance and all these other exchanges, because the likelihood of other exchanges following suit of what Binance do, if you don't know this, a lot of them do copy what Binance do, because they do lead an example to a sense. So yeah, these next 3 to 4 weeks, you're going to see all sorts of ups and downs and all kinds of crazy things you thought might never happen, because there's just so much that's going to happen within that period of time of getting staking back. And oh, look, medicine alarm. Remind me to take that when I finish the video, folks. Yeah, really important that I don't miss my meds. Now, going over to the validator status and how many are jailed, how many are bonded, how many are unbonded, and you want to make sure you stay away from any validators that have been jailed or are in jail or have been part of any slashing events, because when it comes down to staking, a lot of people are saying at the moment, where can I stake on Terra Station? There's no staking available. That's the whole situation with what everything we're going through to restore. Now, the commission amount is the amount that the node gets from the reward, and then you folks will get the rest. But you see these percentages here, which is uptime. If you see people with low uptimes or just even spits in their uptime like this, you probably want to avoid them, because when you go into downtime, okay, you get slashed, and getting slashed not only means the node gets slashed, but the staked coins get slashed as well, meaning your rewards would likely get slashed. Now, Orion Money themselves own 14.19% of the vote power on Classic, and as you folks know, if you actually go to their website, it does actually say they're going to be setting the sun on the project in the future, and it was around 2 years, they said, around 2 months ago, so it's just under 2 years to go. So I mean, that spot's just prime for taking, in my opinion, and our community-led node will have a really good shot of doing that, because it's for the community. It's non-profit. Okay, what more could you want from an influencer? I mean, how many clickbait people are there that waffle about meetings they've got with people, and it seems to me that a lot of them will wait for others to post things, and then they will reword what's been said and try and make it sound all fancy and better than it is, and then they put the old $1 do you know what I mean, thing that these people do in there, and yeah, it's just not good. And I'm here to change that. I am like the anti-version of what an influencer is, because I just don't believe in all of this stuff with, and I mean, there's so much stuff that goes around, and people are gonna fudders are gonna fud, do you know what I mean? And addressing them is just fueling them. It's just you just ignore them. Okay, you just ignore people that FUD. You folks know who I am. I know who I am. We know what we are about, and we know what our community is about, and we know what we're capable of, and we know that we can go the mile, and we're here to stay. We're not going. And when any other house of cards come collapsing down and they brush away all the cards, we'll still be there. Our burn initiatives will still be there, and we'll still be providing content and support for you folks, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So I really hope you have a nice Saturday, wherever you are. Let me know in the comment section what you're sipping on, and just let me know where you're hailing from. I hope everything's okay with you. My back's getting better a little bit. I'm not really able to walk too much better, but yeah, it's getting there. You folks are keeping me motivated, so I appreciate that very much. I appreciate all the support you folks give me all the time. It's just phenomenal. So folks, beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anyone pretending to be me, posting WhatsApp numbers, anything like that. You can head over to our Telegram groups. We've got them for both channels, and if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Drop a like, tap the notifications bell, and yeah, just have a really nice day wherever you are. And like many people say, make sure you touch the grass. We'll catch you in the next one, folks.